On today's episode, we are going to celebrate the final episode of February, representing the month of love and Black history. We are going to be remembering Mr. Smalls, learning about Black Wall Street, and recognizing various Black-owned businesses. Today's word of the day is encouragement. Welcome to Reuben and Ivory's Journey in the Making.
I'm Reuben Gibson.
And I'm Ivory Gibson.
Today's talk show, we're going to be remembering Herbert Smalls.
He passed away. And some of you may have remembered that we previously shared about Mr. Smalls on a prior episode. Mr. Smalls was a mentor for Reuben, and he was
An entrepreneur and a father of a lot.
He gave Reuben his first initial big opportunity when he sold him the apartment building that he now owns. And so it is with sadness that we recognize that he's no longer here with us. However, we do know that he's here in spirit with us. So we wanted to take this time to recognize Mr. Smalls, who was someone that was known throughout the community.
Yes.
A lot of people knew him. He rented places to several people, as well as sold homes to many families. He was a man that had values. He valued God, church, family. He valued Blackness. He valued us working together as a community and supporting one another. And we're so appreciative to Mr. Smalls for the opportunities that he allowed us, opportunities that changed our lives.
Yes.
You know? We're so very thankful to have had the opportunity to know him. Mr. Smalls will definitely be missed.
Yes, most definitely.
Never smoked a cigarette or drink a bottle of beer and ain't ate a piece of meat in 50 years.
And if you had to say advice that he gave you just over your time in knowing him, what would be the top advice that you remember?
Smalls showed me and taught me a lot of lessons and gave me a lot of knowledge and wisdom as far as just overall life and basically just having values. I can remember him saying to me when I first talked to him, he asked what was my status. And when he asked what was my status, I had to really think about the question. But it flowed right out because it was all natural. So I think the status was basically, he was just asking like, was I married? Because that's a value for him. I told him yes, I was married. He asked me, was I church going? I said yes. And he asked me if I had any kids. And I told him 2 boys. So over the time that we did business and I got to spend time with him, he just had so much knowledge and wisdom as far as basically what he brought to the table. To be in business as long as he was, he just had so many things that he knew just off the top of his head. As far as just numbers, he was really good at math, so I really admired that. As far as just knowing from when he got his first property to when he got his last property and all the stuff in the middle between commercial and residential, he just was full of knowledge and gave me a lot of motivation to keep pushing on what I was doing, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And it's truly a blessing.
Yeah. And I like how you said that he was very sharp because he was on point. I mean, Mr. Smalls was 90 years old and he was sharp as a tack. He literally was still conducting business all the way up till his passing, which I think that's a beautiful thing to be able to do at the age of 90 years old.
Right.
Definitely. So, Mr. Smalls, we are truly going to miss you. We thank you so much for everything that you've again done for us. And we know that you are truly going to be missed throughout the community as you impacted so many people's lives. So we ask that you please keep the Small family in prayer. And at this time, we just like to take a brief moment of silence in remembrance of Mr. Herbert Small. Thank you so very much for that.
Thank you.
Mr. Smalls, we're going to miss you. Now, as we continue on and look at things that have happened in history, we want to take a moment in time to just talk about Black Wall Street. How many of you know what Black Wall Street is?
Right.
Up until a couple years ago, I didn't know what Black Wall Street was. And so, thanks to a wonderful uncle of ours, who, by the way, we want to credit for this story because we said, hey, we need a good Black history story to talk about for the month of February. And he gave us all types of information. And so we're very thankful for that. So shout out to you for the Black Wall Street story. So guys, what we found out is that in Tulsa, Greenwood, Oklahoma, there was a gentleman by the name of O.W. Gurley who purchased, how many acres did he purchase?
40.
40 acres. That man, no property right there. 40 acres of land. And he had relocated to Tulsa because he wanted to invest. And so he ended up buying up lots of land, and he decided that he only wanted to sell that land to Black people. So ultimately, over time, the community grew and grew and grew. And then as well, he was joined by Mr. J.B. Stratford, who had the largest Black hotel in the world at the time. So between the two gentlemen, they sold properties and they invested into the area of Greenwood, and they built up a whole community. Again, you guys, we reiterate, all Black people. They had several businesses. So there were a total of 600 businesses, and within those there were 21 churches, 21 restaurants, 30 grocery stores. Can you imagine? 30 Black-owned grocery stores?
Right.
That's insane. 2 movie theaters, 6 private airplanes. They had 6 private airplanes, and one of the things they talked about is that there were only 2 airports in Oklahoma. So what does that mean? We were doing a lot of flying with it being 6 airplanes that were owned by Black people. There was 1 hospital, 1 bank, and get this, y'all, they had their own school system. They own school system.
Wow.
And you know, this is going back to days of when, you know, segregation and all those things. So they had their own school system. So the reason we bring that story up is because it is just so inspiring, and today's word of the day, encouragement, is so encouraging to know that there once was a community full of Black people, and it was a thriving community where everything was Black owned. And so with that, I also found it interesting how they talked about the dollar bill, so money circulating within the community. It said that dollars circulated 36 to 100 times. That Black money stayed within the community almost up to a full year. That's amazing. That means that it's no going outside of where you live to other communities to spend your money. No, you spent it right there within. People, we got to get back to that.
Yeah.
We have to get back to that, where we keep those dollars locally in our own communities, so that our communities can flourish and they can grow and they can thrive. Today it says that the dollar stays usually in circulation 30 to 45 days in some communities. So look at that huge difference. 30 to 45 days, so a month, maybe a month and a half. Whereas comparison to Greenwood, it was almost a year. So I mean, that's tremendous. So with the story, we want you guys to go check it out. The link is in the description below to a couple videos that share more information. So now we talked about what Greenwood had and how it was a thriving community and they kept the money within. So sadly, a riot broke out in Greenwood, Tulsa back in 1921, destroying Black Wall Street. Thus, today, the reason why we are recognizing several Black-owned businesses to help us rebuild the idea of Black Wall Street. Without further ado, we are going to recognize several businesses, and we hope that you're watching as we go down the list one by one. So, honey, we starting with what?
RJX Visions LLC.
RJX Visions LLC, that's his baby. And what is RJX Visions LLC?
Property management company that provides residential housing.
You like providing houses for people. Next up, we have IG Photography, yours truly. So I specialize in high school, senior, and sports photography. Woo woo. You'll see that there are several photographers that are going to be acknowledged today. So we all have our own unique styles, which is awesome. And with that fact, you'll hear various businesses. Some may be in the same industries, but we're all different in our own unique ways. So be sure to check out each and every one of them, okay? Moving right along. Number 3, who we got?
Simply Amazing Events Decor.
Simply Amazing Events and Decor. So they offer decor setup. They have some beautiful things. They also make learning boards, which is awesome.
We'll bring us to our next one is Bold Balloons and More LLC.
So she's known as the balloon boss. She does a lot of unique things with balloons, y'all. So cool. And next up,
we got BL Photography LLC, providing sports and portrait photography.
yes, click. All right, and then next up we have S. Fox Design and Printing. Shout out to my man Sika.
Yes, sir.
He made my website, y'all. That igphotography16.com. That was him. So be sure to check him out. And then he also has a drone photography business. So S. Fox Drone Photography as well. And you see some cool stuff, some really cool shots with the drone photography. So definitely shout out to him. And then we have Aries Wedding and Events. Y'all know y'all have seen that name several times. She's done various different events for us and does beautiful decor work covering weddings and various other types of events, birthday parties, anniversaries, you name it, she can decorate it. So shout out to Aries Wedding and Events. And then, you know, we have that unique thing where there's business owners that have multiple businesses. So we got Designs by Ari B, the lady herself again. So with that, she's making custom tees and she's also doing graphic t-shirts. So shout out to Designs by Ari B.
So then we have Benegs for Change. So they make headbands and apparel. It's really cool.
All right, and we have Velour Image Productions. So they provide photography services and their slogan is capturing moments. They cover a variety of events, so weddings, family, travel, among other things. So go check them out.
So then we have Roses Are Red, Inc. boutique and accessories. They offer apparel and clothing.
All right, and next up we have RCO, Real Collectors Only. Now this is really cool because a young lady by the name of Brittany and her fiance Phil, they've developed this really cool app. So if you are a collector of anything in particular, her fiance, he collects hats. And so they came up with this app to help organize collecting his different hats that he had. If there are things that you have out there that you need help organizing and sorting, check out and download their app. They are currently in the beta stage, so be sure to check them out. That's so cool.
Yes. Okay, then we have Let's Talk Blues and R&B with Lady C. Okay, and she does interviewing, hosting, and assisting.
Yes. And we're moving right along to Color Street. Check out Miss Samira over at Color Street, where you can place your order, get you some beautiful nails done, pretty inexpensive. What a very cool idea. Especially in the midst of a pandemic, you might not feel like going out to get those nails done. She's got you covered.
So then we have By Faith Creation Studios.
And that is Miss Deb. She offers headshots. She does other types of photography, but specializing in headshots. Look at her beautiful work, y'all. Loving those headshots. Jumping right on over to Miss Katrina Cross Photography. So she does beautiful wedding photography as well as other types of photography. Make sure that you also check out her photography website, guys. And continuing along our photography street, we have Cheryl Kimbrough Photos. Be sure to check out her photography services as well.
Yes. Okay. Next up is Leaders of Tomorrow.
Providing childcare services.
Yes, childcare services.
And so as you can see, she accepts cash and also DHS payments.
Okay, and then we got Music Sessions, 313 Entertainment.
That's DJ The Force. Would you all like to get some custom jewelry made? Check out Sunny Days Collection. They have some beautiful pieces that are very unique and handmade, I believe. So awesome. All right, you all. Now we have accented accessories and interiors. Talk about renovating your home or your business. Need help with some blueprint layouts. Want to get some remodeling done? Check out Accented Accessories and Interiors. They do beautiful work. Very, very beautiful. Then we're going to boogie on over to Develop a Dance and Performing Arts Studio. They not only offer dance, but they also have an all-around performing arts program.
We have True Revelations Ministry. Pastor Taylor go live on Wednesdays on Facebook from Belleville. They also have a program where they distribute meals to various families.
Children on Board Education Center. So they are an amazing daycare that's located out in Belleville, Michigan. They are actually enrolling children now, so if you are interested, please be sure to check them out. We want you to lean in real close on this next one. Girlfriends, Me, Myself, and I. Girlfriends, Me, Myself, and I is a group of women who get together and network with one another, provide support to one another, encourage one another, and meet quite often. So to all of you women business owners that are out there, please make sure that you check out Girlfriends, Me, Myself, and I.
All My Children's Mother Baby Program. They provide resources to moms that are pregnant or have babies that are age 1 and under. Check out our oldest son, JJ's Paintbrush, providing paint service for various people.
Next up, we have Hall of Fame Driving School. They are located right in the city of Detroit. So if you are in need of a road test, driver's training, go check them out. They are Black owned and family operated.
So then we have Hall Stars Business Center, located on 6 Mile of Illinois, that provides various things as far as shipping, taxes, and other things.
Filling me up. Feeling a little hungry? Do you like subs? Do you like steak? Check out Philly Me Up. They specialize in Philly steaks. They also offer other types of food on occasion.
Then we have Dream Reveal. They create personalized self-image cards.
And more recently, they're now even offering love lines, which are similar to tracts that have different scriptures and spiritual messages. Glamorous Elegance. They provide decor for various types of events. Be sure to check them out. They have some beautiful work.
And then we have Touch Expressions. Touch Expressions provide handmade jewelry.
Aries Design and Photography. Operated, as you can see, by Mr. Ray Stinson. He not only does photography, but he also does various types of design. He designs websites, business cards, flyers, in addition to other things. So be sure to check his website out.
D. Sharice Sweets, offering chocolate covered strawberries and different types of treats.
She's currently running a special in recognition of Strawberry Day. Who knew that there was a Strawberry Day? I didn't. So apparently Strawberry Day is February the 27th, and so for this coming week, she is offering chocolate covered strawberries at a discounted rate. So be sure to check her out. I'll put my order in, so y'all better get y'all orders in.
Yes. Last but not least, we have our church home, Rehoboam Baptist Church.
Located in Detroit, Michigan, where we have services on Sundays at 11 a.m. We also have Bible study through the week at 6 p.m. So you can always contact us via social media. We do operate on Zoom for right now. So as you can see, we had over 30 different businesses that we acknowledged today, and we were so honored and thankful to have the opportunity to do so. There is a flyer that is attached that has all of the Black-owned businesses information. So please be sure to take a look at their contact information. Also, again, following up on all of their websites, social medias. Check them out. As always, we encourage you to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as follow us on social media, where you can find us at Talk Show Ruben and Ivory's Journey in the Making. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.
Thank you.